All right, in an effort to pay it forward for all the times I've used the YouTube self-help videos, your driveway mechanic here, Dave Gould, just wanted to show you how I changed out some headlights, headlight low beam, and the peanut bulb, the top bulb, for a 2013 Prius, my main driver here at the house for getting to and from Sloan Toyota Philadelphia. When I'm looking into the car, and when I saw the videos online, what the suggestions was anything from having tiny hands to sneak back behind this area here, or taking the entire front bumper off. Those didn't really seem like very practical answers to me. So I went digging a little bit, and here's what I came up with. If you look, your coolant overflow tank, there's a little nub at the bottom there. I'm trying to line up to get it back in there evenly to show you. Right down in the bottom. There it goes. Okay. Your coolant overflow tank has two 10mm bulbs. But yeah, bulbs, right? Bolts. They go here and here. You'll have two other 10mm, they're longer, that are going to be your air intake. This assembly right down here, I'm touching, okay? You're going to need this space if you have pretty much normal size hands, I guess how I describe mine. All right, the bolts are going to go here, left of the dipstick, and upper right of the dipstick. All right, they're all 10mm, so one socket does it. All right, once I pulled that up and out, carefully removing it, not twisting or bending any of the lines or hoses. I lifted this back to give myself the space. I can now reach behind here. Now, when I originally shot this video, I told everybody clockwise. It's counterclockwise. I did hear that counterclockwise when I was looking at other people's videos, but I was thinking wrong, period. So bottom line right now is it's a counterclockwise quarter turn to loosen it. This is already replaced right now. I've already successfully done this, okay? My hand is right now on the, you can see, I'm not far in there. But the problem is getting past this assembly right here. Okay, that's why people can't get in there. This is a permanent piece here as far as I can tell. There's no bolts to remove it, but I can easily, I'm touching the top and the bottom. It looks like this. This is the old one. I'm holding just the top front here, the top and the bottom, and I'm just going to make that turn right there. Counterclockwise, quarter of a turn, and it's going to pop right out. And when it pops out, when we go to replace the bulb, got myself some brand new ones there, a little fancier. We're going to try out, see how they do. I used a pair of garden gloves, clean garden gloves with rubber on here. I did not touch right here my finger to the bulb. Halogen bulbs, or most bulbs with these high-end bulbs that get real hot, if you do that, the oil from your skin will make a hot spot and you'll burn your bulb out a lot quicker. All right, so don't touch the bulb with your finger. Now at the same time, there's a little decorative light right up here. I guess you would call it a peanut bulb. That one was out as well. So now, because I got the other assembly out, my hands on that as well, I can reach that. I give it that same quarter of a turn, twist, and again, it's counterclockwise, and that one pops out. I replace that with actually one out of my wife's Blazer. I guess they use them in the back. But basically what you're going to be looking for your codes is a 2825, they might call that a clear peanut bulb, and H11 for the style for the low beam bulb replacement. Now the passenger side's no problem. We can get in here very easily if we need to change this side on the car. I'm not positive. I think I might have already done it once. I run with my lights on pretty much constantly. I look at it as a safety thing with the car, and there's no problem with doing that. I don't care if I have to replace a bulb every year or two. It's no big deal. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Let people know I'm out there on the road. Okay, so I'm going to put this all back together again. I hope this saves you the time. It's scraped up hands. I have little scuffs right now. Now there's a little nub right down at the bottom here. All right, what I'm looking at is right there. Can you see it? The nub? That nub has to go down in that rubber hole. It has to be lined up correctly. Otherwise it won't line back up with the holes here. Pretty easy stuff though when you talk about some of the jobs we've been involved with playing within this driveway. This one's really not that difficult. It could have been more difficult if I was disassembling my bumper right now, but you know, I somehow or another thought there might be an easier way. Toyota's not that difficult usually to work on. I run into more of my wrestling problems with some domestic cars we have in the driveway. Okay, so again, the bolts 10 millimeter right here, 10 millimeter right down here. Just want to get them started to show you how they look. 10 millimeter longer, right? This is your air intake here. And 10 millimeter right here. All right, so remember it's a quarter of a turn. When you get it in there, you do need to make sure that you get that light bulb base, this part right here with that rubber seal. You need to get that in tight. In other words, press it flat. You'll have room to put your other finger back behind there, but you're going to be sitting up something like this. It's going to be turned with the base up like this when it's inside the light assembly there. All right, and then once it goes in, you'll feel it. You kind of get all the way in tight. Then it's down to this position here. Now you're going into your position to be able to lock it in. Okay, and that will make it so that, and then when it hits position, when you get it right, it won't go any further. When I had it wrong, I could walk it from both sides. But when you get it in there right, it's only going to go one way. Okay, so I hope this is very helpful and saves you some time. I know it definitely was easier for me this way. Best of luck to you out there in your driveways or however you're getting your work done. Hope this video was helpful.